What's up, Cap? Welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition. Welcome back, guys. If you are here with me again, let's go ahead and see what's going on in your current situation, okay? How your person is feeling, and yeah, let's see. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in Capricorn. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in Capricorn. What do they need to know? It's about your person or the person on your mind. Okay, so let's see what's going on. We got unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss and disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. And you have the runner. I don't want to run anymore, okay? So maybe there was an issue with you and another person coming together, okay? Maybe you had disagreements that just seemed to kind of keep this distance between you. I feel like the disagreements and the distance was because someone was running. Like they refused to kind of give in to the situation, right? But where things ended, they don't want to leave things there, okay? They do feel like there's some things they want to talk to you about. I feel like now they're ready to come towards this connection, you know, without running. I'm getting like a very avoidant person, someone that as soon as things start to emotions start to rise, they start to run, okay? And so you might have been telling this person, hey, you're running, you're doing this, you're doing that. You know, they're like, no, I'm not. Or you started to just realize different things with this person that seemed to be causing problems that kind of pushed you away or gave them reason to run, okay? So let's see. And behind that, you have unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. So I feel like this person did make you feel like that, okay? Whoever was the one doing the running, they made the other person feel like they didn't care. When in all actuality, I don't feel like that was that. I just feel like this person fears relationship. They fear love. And when things start to get deep, they don't know how to handle the emotions and they run, okay? Yeah, let's see. Spirit universe source. What does this Capricorn need to know about this person and the situation? Okay. The unfinished business says we still have things to resolve and discuss. Disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. And runner. I don't want to run anymore. So they want you to understand why they're acting like this, okay? You might understand it to an extent, but it's not acceptable behavior. Either you're in or you're out, right? Look at that. Knight of Cups in the reverse. They're definitely running from emotion. They're holding back a lot, though. They want to express how they feel, but they don't know how to. And their response to emotions getting deep is to run, to go the opposite direction, okay? Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Three of Wands in the reverse. I feel like they leave things up in the air with how the future looks between you. You don't really know what direction they're trying to go into this. And I do also feel like it's because they're stuck in the past. Instead of them looking forward, they're steady looking back at past heartbreaks, past relationships that didn't work, the past times they tried to give their heart to someone and it was, you know, they felt rejected. Too busy focusing on the wrong things. Look at that. See, instead of focusing on the future and what makes them happy, which is you, they too busy focusing on the past. They're too busy worried about, they're stuck. Okay, they're stuck. You might realize this person, like I said, runs from love, run from happiness. So it's really, guys, a matter of how much of this do you want to deal with. Are you willing to stay through it with this person to help them? Okay, are you really, I saw the High Priestess, are you really up for the challenge here? Okay, that's the question you have to ask yourself. And if you're the one running, guys, then you have to ask yourself, what is it that you need to do to work things through? Okay, if this is what you want. All right, you got the Seven of Cups here in the reverse. And I also saw the Star in the reverse as well. Okay. Ten of Swords here in the reverse. It's bringing a lot of confusion here. You're kind of tired of the back and forth, the in and out. Ten of Swords in the reverse. You kind of are at your end with this person, but they don't want it to be over. That's somebody that don't want it to be over. At the same time, look at that. Queen of Wands. And the Five of Cups in the reverse. So what I'm feeling like here, guys, is this person might be struggling with being confident in the connection. You're attracted to them. They're attracted to you. There may be a lot of passion between you two, but for whatever reason, this person just refused to give in. They refuse to give this a chance. They really refuse to try to, you know, see what it is that you guys can have. Let's see. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. The Knight of Cups. I do feel like since this person has been away from you, though, they regret running. They regret walking away from this. They regret just being complicated, you know, in the situation. Not wanting to see your side of it. Not wanting to understand what it is you're wanting from them. And not being willing to come forward, I feel like, and give more or give you some sort of clarity of what's going on with the future, okay? So let's see. Why is the Knight of Cups here in the reverse there? Seven of Pentacles. They are stalling. Like, it's like they're stalling. Instead of them investing and putting into this, this says long-term. Long-term view. Hard work, perseverance, diligence. This person isn't putting in the effort. They're not really putting in an investment in this. You know, every time it's time to put in some sort of emotional investment, it's like they back up, they pull back. Page of Cups in the reverse, see? Emotional immaturity, insecurity, disappointment. Okay? Creative blocks, frustration, and irresponsibility. You might feel like they're very emotionally childish. It's like they put in and then they pull back. And then it's like, well, what are we doing here? Okay, so I feel like that's where you guys' disagreements come in. Why is the Three of Wands in the reverse? What is this energy here? Three of Wands in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reverse. Personal goals, self-doubt. Fear of the unknown. Fear of change. Playing it safe and lack of planning. See? Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. What are they lack of planning? You guys building something. Okay? Now, with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, friction, discord, arguments, financial failure or loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, misfortune, loss, or theft. But this is more so in regards to them just not having a plan, right? Them not having a plan for you guys building is creating a lot of friction between you two. Okay? Maybe, let's see. Let's see. Why is the Three of Wands in reverse here? The Fool in the reverse. Holding back. Indecision. Hesitation. Recklessness. Fearlessness. Bad choices. And risk take. So this person is just, like I said, they're doing what they want to do. Pretty much. In the process, they're doing what they want to do. But now, if you pull back from this person or you've given them an ultimatum, they're really thinking hard here. Okay? Let's see. Look, Eight of Cups at the bottom. Disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal. This person has a lot of issues with abandonment. They feel like if they put in or if they make themselves vulnerable, you're either going to abandon them or, like I said, things get tough, and that's a part of somewhat being afraid of abandonment. They kind of find themselves running and abandoning a situation themselves. Okay? Nine of Cups here. See Aries energy here. Pisces. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Look at that. Self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, anger, guilt release, and negative thoughts. Opening to new perspectives, self-acceptance, and freedom. So this person has a lot of fears that's been holding them back. You may be helping this person release them fears, or now that they're with you, it's kind of like they're like, yeah, I might be willing to let things go here. So I can move forward with Capricorn, but they're still struggling. And you see that struggle, okay? The Ace of Swords here. So they are changing their mind. See, mental clarity, success, breakthroughs, new ideas. So they are clearing their mind. They're starting to realize more what it is that they want here. Let's see. Why is the Seven of Cups here in the reverse? Okay, why is the Seven of Cups here in the reverse? Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Disharmony, misalignment, working alone, lack of teamwork. See? Their confusion. They do want to kind of, you know, have this conversation. Like I said here, they want to let you know. They have a problem with expressing themselves. Like when they do feel happy or their feelings get deep, they do have a problem with being vulnerable, being open, making themselves available emotionally. And this is causing a lot of tension and frustration with you because you might be ready to move forward with this person, okay? But I don't know about right now at this point. See? Temperance. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius. Very strong fire energy here. Okay? Balance, harmony, moderation, patience. Being sensible, purpose, finding meaning. See, they want to bring the balance in this. They do want to bring some sort of understanding to this at this point. Okay? Six of Swords at the bottom. Why? Because they want to transition. It says moving on. Change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, and moving to calmer waters, relationship ending. So you might be moving forward, moving past this person, but they do want to move back towards you guys. They do want to come back towards you, okay? What's the Ten of Swords in the reverse here? You might feel like this person has done the most at this point, though. The Chariot in the reverse, self-discipline, opposition, lack of direction, lack of control, aggression, arrogance. Now, you might feel like this person has a little temper as well. And that might be where your disagreements come in. They get defensive is what I'm feeling like here. The Hangman, delays, stand still, resistance, stalling, indecision, fear of sacrifices, and lack of control. See, I feel like this person, some of you guys, this person might have gotten in their feelings and they started to really kind of act out or show you a side of them that you didn't know they had. And it could have turned you off. Let's see why is this Queen of Wands here. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Inner resources, struggle, overwhelmed, on edge, defensive. Didn't I just tell you guys defensive? They're very defensive. They might feel like maybe they're so attracted to you that they feel like maybe they have some jealousy tendencies. Some jealous tendencies. Okay. And the Four of Swords here. Rest and relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recovery. So I feel like this person is trying to find their sense of security again. Their sense of courage, like to step forward into this relationship. And Eight of Pentacles, they want to work on this. Okay, diligence, passion, hard work, high standards, mastery. So they might feel like you got some standards here that they've never had to meet. And they want to try to challenge themselves, I feel like, to stand up to this. And they're ready to have this conversation with you to see maybe where you stand. Okay. We get the same energy keep coming out here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Pisces energy. I knew exactly what I was doing. See? And I know that I crossed the line with you. See, this person was somewhat playing a game because this is how people that are, you know, protective of themselves, they play this game. But this person is very aware of what they're doing. And so this might be why you're feeling like you're kind of done with this person. Let's see. I'm not going to go to that right now. Let's see what else we have here. Sooner than you think. And then you got quickly. So this person might be coming back to you sooner than you think. Or they might be changing their mind way sooner than you think. Maybe you didn't expect this person to come back this quickly because of how standoffish they've been, right? How distant they've been. And you're like, now, here you come back. Okay? So they might come into their senses really quickly. Woke up different. Shifted. Energy. Done tolerating silent strength. Now, this could be you or this person, guys. Remember, I told you, you might have decided, hey, I'm done with this. Like, all of a sudden, one day you was done. Now, maybe at the same time with, or this could be in regards to this person. They woke up different. One day they realized, hey, I don't want to be in this place with Capricorn. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to push people that I care about out of my life. I want to work things through. So I told you they could be coming to some realization sooner than you think. Okay. And they're reflecting. They're looking in that mirror. They're realizing, hey, I've done some things here that I shouldn't have done. You never really loved me. Truth revealed, illusion shattered, and heartbreak. Now, this could be how you guys feel, but I do feel like this could be what goes on in this person's mind. Always feeling like because of what they went through in the past, no one really loves them. You might be trying to show this person you love them, you care, but they still have this mindset that, those people that told me they loved me before, they never really loved me. So maybe that's what you're doing. Okay. Look at that. What did I tell you guys? Rehearsing the past. Mental scripts, guilt, and self-blame. See, I never felt like this was like you never loved this person. I feel like you try to show this person love. You try to show this person patience, and they took full advantage of it. Like, they just wore you out. Like, it's like, look, I can't keep trying to do this with you. Okay? Now, at the bottom, you have fake apology, manipulative guilt, no real change, gaslight again. All right, guys, so be careful because they could be playing games. Like I said, with them knowing exactly what they're doing, they're used to playing these games. They may have thought this was going to make you chase them, like run behind them, try to, cater to their feelings, throw them a pity party. Like, I know you've been through some things, but what do you want me to do? What can we do? You're like, listen, I'm not doing any of that any longer, I feel like you did. I feel like you tried, but this person has too many things that is taunting them from the past. Okay. You got acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So I told you this person is worried about abandonment. They might have fear of like breakups. Like they love or they want to be in love, but they have this fear of abandonment. They have this fear of the ending. Okay. Camera, reminisce and keepsake, perception, learn from the past and make memories. See, it's all about this person's perception. It's all about them reminiscing, thinking about the past. They got to get out of that, okay? And what they're thinking about, the past of exes, breakups, reminiscing about the last person that broke their heart, and, all of that stuff they need to work on and heal from. You have both. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. So, and then at the bottom, look at that. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. So, see, this person wants you. I told you, they want you. They just got too much going on. Behind that, you have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. And then behind that, at the top of the deck, you have clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. So, see, guys, this person they just got to get out of this fear. It's still your choice, moving forward with what you're going to do with this person. It depends on how much damage they have caused. But if you don't feel like you can help them or you have the patience, then you might be turning this down, but they will be coming towards you to express themselves. But I do feel like, guys, if you forgive this person, this is going to be a repeated cycle, okay? Because they're still growing, they're still learning, they have not healed, and so it's a process. So it's all about how much patience you have with this person, and how much you're willing to, understand and be understanding with this person, okay? All right, well, Cap, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it was helpful. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Comment, hit that bell, and let me know how you think. And I will see you next time.